Okay, this is a review of the verb be, of the simple present. So take a look at the different tenses in English. This is very important when you write. It's also important when you speak. So, I am living Guayaquil is wrong. Tell me, how can I have this sentence corrected? What is correct? What is correct? I am living Guayaquil is wrong. So what is correct?
I live in Guayaquil.
Very good. I live in Guayaquil. You won't say I am live, right? This is the simple present, and the simple present has auxiliaries. Auxiliaries of the simple present are do and does, right? And you use it for questions and you use it for negative statements. What expresses the simple present? Facts. Solo expresa hechos, facts, facts, and habits and routines. So, could you tell me what's the question for this? How I ask, ¿dónde vives? What is the correct question for this? Where?
Where are you from?
No, where are you from? ¿En dónde eres?
Where are you live?
You
Where
live.
are?
Are
You live.
You live.
You live.
Very good. And we mix the simple present with the verb be. We don't.
Where do you live?
Where does?
Where do you live?
Where does? Do.
where do you?
Where do you live? So this is important because it's often confused. Let's have this. Okay. Verb be. I am from Ecuador. I am single. I am 43. Oh my God, I don't want to be 43. I am 43. So this is I am, you are. I am at home, right? This is verb be, and you use the verb be to express nationality, marital status, age, where are you, and so on. Descriptions. I am tall. I am not tall, but let's say I am tall, or I am not tall, right? Descriptions. Then you have the simple present. I live in Guayaquil. Simple present. Simple present has auxiliaries. You use auxiliaries for questions and for negative statements, right? So, Christian, how would you say no vivo en Guayaquil?
I don't live in Guayaquil.
Very good. You never mix with the simple present. You don't write two verbs in present together. I am live in Guayaquil, no, right? Question. Angelica, how is the question? To us.
Do you, Mommy, do you live in Guayaquil? Do you live
Very
in
good, very good. Do you live in Guayaquil? Do you live in Guayaquil? You see? So you use the auxiliary for questions and for negative sentences. That's it. Okay, next. Rosita lives in the US. Rosita lives in the US.
Yes. Yes.
That's very good. That's a statement.
Yes,
How?
I live
I live in the
in
US.
the United States.
So how is the negative sentence in this case?
I don't live in the United States.
Very good. But in the third person, Alfonso, Rosita,
Sí.
Rosita, does, pero utilizando el contraction de not. Doesn't.
yeah,
Does,
doesn't,
doesn't and live in USA.
in the US. Very good. What is the question, Carlos? If I want to ask, Rosita vive en Estados Unidos, but I want to ask, how you write the question?
Where?
No, No, it's a yes, no question. ¿Vive en Estados Unidos? ¿Sí o no? ¿Vive en Estados Unidos?
Yes, she lives.
No, but how you say the question?
Affirmative or negative?
No, the question is
question.
interrogative. Like this, but as with Rosita. So how
Does-
you
Does she live in
Dash.
hmm?
In the
Does she live in the US? Yes, no question. Esta es una pregunta de sí o no. And yes, no question starts with the verb or the auxiliary. This is the auxiliary, right? Yes, no question. Does she live in the US? Okay, now let's practice this.
is the
You have-
incomplete no iría live. Rosita doesn't. ¿Cómo es
like this with S.
Pero cuando es pregunta.
No, digo, en la parte de arriba, en la respuesta de arriba. ¿Ahí no iría?
S.
Ajá.
No. When we use the auxiliary, you use the verb in the original form.
Ah, okay.
You see, every time, because the does contains the yes, right? You never use it when you have the auxiliary. Negative statements and questions. You use the verb in the original form,
Understood.
right? So let's practice a little
Yes.
bit. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, this is the way we do. This is how we have this third person. And now we are going to have exercises. Let's check. Okay, number 1 for Rosita. Sorry, I think I'm not showing it. Okay, now. You have to read and tell me what is correct.
My cousin lives nearby.
My cousin lives nearby.
Nearby.
Nearby, very good. Number 2, Alfonso.
Does you exercises every morning? Every morning.
Remember, and, no aunt, and, long R. Number 3, Christian.
My in-laws relaxes on Sunday.
You remember who are your in-laws when you say my in-laws? Who are your in-laws? Who are your in-laws? Your in-laws are your mother-in-law and your father-in-law, right? So tus suegros. These are my in-laws. So number 4, Carlos, for you.
Does your uncle sometimes call?
Number 5, Angelica. Angelica, you're on mute. Okay.
Do you travel? What?
Very good. Next, Rosita.
Our mother-in-law cooks really well.
Very good. Alfonso.
Do you study at home or at school?
And Christian.
My niece and nephews don't go to bed late.
Check your work and tell me if you want to correct something else.
The second. No, here.
What is correct, Rosita, in the second one?
Exercise.
Very good. You have does, and then for questions and negative statements, we use the verb in the original form. Anything else that would you like to correct?
My in-laws relax
Why?
Some. Plural. In-law.
Plural. In-laws. Anything else? No? Let me submit. Perfect. You see? So your in-laws, it's suegros, it's plural, so relax. Das, so you exercise. Very good. Now let's see this one. Okay. So now this, we are going to do just five sentences. Rosita, number one, she
levantar, she gets,
no, she gets, you have the,
yeah. She doesn't,
if you do it as a negative, but do it as affirmative.
negative,
No, affirmative.
affirmative. Yes, is coming at
Okay.
home from home.
Right? When you say she's coming, it's correct, it's present progressive, but this is the future, right? Ella va a venir del trabajo después de las 7. But if you want to talk about a routine, something that happens every day, this is not correct. So you have to use simple present. How is simple present? She
Don't say
she comes.
she comes.
You want to talk about a routine, you use simple present, right? Then we're going to talk about our routines. But when you talk about routines, things you do every day, you use simple present. You use progressive when you talk about things at the moment. What are you doing at the moment, Christian? Christian, what are you doing at the moment?
I taking an English class.
Very good. I'm taking an English class. Perfect. Estoy tomando una clase. You use this present progressive. This is the present progressive. Verb be, ing, when you talk about activities at the moment, or when you talk about activities in the future. También significa voy a tomar, if you say tomorrow. I'm taking an English class next week. I'm taking an English class tomorrow. But when you talk about routines, things you do every day, simple present. So next for you, Ronald, Alfonso, sorry. Number 2.
He washes his hair every morning.
His hair every morning. Very good. Number 3, Carlos.
In the afternoon, she relaxes in the park.
She relax. Number 4, Angelica.
On Tuesday, he goes to school at 9 o'clock.
Christian, number 5. Look, if this is negative.
He doesn't do the laundry in the evening.
Very good. Number 6, Rosita.
After dinner, she watches TV for a few hours.
A few hours. Very good. Number 7, Alfonso.
He has a cousin, 2 neckheads, and 1 niece.
Okay, nephew.
Nephew, niece.
Niece. Very good.
Nephew's
So
niece.
could you correct this? So is everything correct or you want to correct something?
Incorrect.
Okay, what is incorrect?
He has.
Had con the
Has.
Oh, okay.
S.
Anything else? Anything else?
He has.
Take a look. There is one mistake still.
Sentence 3, she
Very
relaxed.
good.
She
She
relaxes.
relaxes. She relaxes. Very good. Now you're going to talk about your routines. What are the things you do in the morning, in the afternoon? And then you can talk about, for example, have breakfast. So let's talk about the verbs. What you do? Solo mencionemos los verbos. What you do? Have breakfast. What else?
Lunch.
Have lunch. Mhm. Remember, in English, we don't have these verbs, desayunar, almorzar. You have to say have. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. What else? What else you do in a day? What, Rosita?
Have brunch.
Have brunch. Okay, it sounds quite fancy. Have brunch between lunch and breakfast. Okay. What else? Go to work. Do the chores. What else you do?
Study.
Study. Very good. What else you do, Carlos? Tell me about your daily activities. What else you do?
Listen to music.
Listen to music. Okay. So now you're going to talk about your activities. Alfonso, tell me your regular activities on a week, right? What are the things you do? Use a simple present.
Okay. Ejemplo, a ver, present. A ver, I have go voy
Just I go, where?
I go in the office.
I go to work. Mhm. What time?
It's 8 o'clock or
At
8 in
8 o'clock.
uh-huh.
Very good. What about you? You don't use it is. Cuando uno dice it is cuando habla del tiempo ahora. What time is it? 10:38, right? Very good. Christian, what about your daily activities?
I go to the school at 7 o'clock.
Very good. As a new one, please, using other verb. What else do you do?
In the afternoon, I do exercise.
You do exercise? You mean you go to the gym or you?
In house.
Yeah, that is not, I exercise, you know, better. This is a verb already. Do exercises sounds like homework. I exercise. I exercise at home. Very good. Carlos, what about your activities?
For my job, actually, I travel.
I travel. Mhm. I travel because of my job. What else? When you want to say por mi trabajo, in English it's not for, it's because of.
Because of my job.
Because of. Okay, what else? Something else more, Carlos?
I have to work at Saturday.
Okay. I have to work on Saturday. Very good. What about you, Angelica?
I get up at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
I go to the farm. Then I go to the farm. I work.
Very good.
Farm.
Continue.
I I work all day.
But normally all day, and what time do you come back home?
I
What time you come home? You come home?
come home normally como 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Okay, very good. What about you, Rosita? What are your daily activities?
I go to the wall in the park at noon because of my relax.
So you go to the park.
Ajá. Yo go to the wall, caminar.
You,
Go
you go for a walk.
for a walk.
You go for a walk to the park. Okay. And what else?
Because of my relax.
Okay, to relax. To relax. To relax. So take a look at this. When you want to say the reason for something, cuando vamos a decir la razón de algo y lo que sigue es un sustantivo. For example, I travel because of my job. My job es un sustantivo. And then I say because of. In Spanish, we will say trabajo por, viajo por mi trabajo. But you don't say for, you say because of my job. But when you want to say a reason, and what is next is a verb, you use to. I walk to relax, para relajarme. I teach to get money. No, but I also like it. But just as an example, to get money, right? So you have a verb, you use to. You have a noun, you use because of. For example, imagine, I don't eat pork. And then I have blank. My religion. It's I don't eat pork for my religion or because of my religion. What is correct?
Because.
Because of.
Because.
Because of. Right? Because this is a noun. If I say I don't eat pork, stay healthy, what is correct? To or because of?
To.
To, because
stay
stay es el verbo, to stay healthy, right? So that's the way. When you listen to the English language more and more and more, then you notice, oh, okay, this is it. Okay, so then we have here more exercises, but we are going to see this. Could you please, Christian, describe this photo? Wait a second. I don't know if Christian is here or not, I hope. Christian, are you here? I don't think so, no, maybe not. Yes, Christian, please, describe the photo. Oh my God, let me
I don't
go back
see
to
me.
this. I know. Now let me show you the photo again. So now, Christian, please. Go ahead, Christian.
They are friends. They are happy. She's
Very good.
she is drinking a coffee or tea,
Mhm.
and they are talking.
They're talking, very good. Angelica, how's the weather? What do you think about the weather in the place where are they? It's hot, cold.
Repeat me.
How's the weather? How's the weather in the place where they are based on their clothes? Look at the clothes and tell me how's the weather. Remember the word weather? Weather. How's the weather? Weather es clima.
The weather is cold
Why is cold?
because he has a sweater.
A sweater. Very good. So the weather, it's cold. So any other possibilities? What do you think, Carlos? Are they friends? Or maybe they have another relationship, a different relationship.
Friendzone.
They, they are in the friend zone. You say in the friend zone, en la zona del amor. They are in the, who is in the friend zone? Is she in the friend zone or is he in the friend zone?
He is the friendzone.
He is in the friend. Look, when you have to use in. Está en la zona del amor. He is in the friend zone. I also think so. Maybe he is in the friend zone. Okay, let's take a look at this and let's listen, and then we're going to have this also conversation. Wait a second.
Read and listen to good news about a relationship.
What's new?
Actually, I have some good news. My sister just got engaged.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So tell me about her fiance. What does he do?
Well, he works at Redcore. He's an engineer.
Or bad news.
Actually, I have some bad news. My sister just got divorced.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is she okay?
Yes, she is. Thanks for asking.
So here, what is important? So you can say, how are you? What's up? Or what's new? This is informal and you use it among friends. What's new? So, and here is this someone got engaged, se acaba de comprometer. How you react, you can say, that's great. It's good to hear that, and so on. When you have bad news, you can say, I'm sorry to hear that, right? I'm sorry to hear that. Now let's take a look at this. And let's see this. By the way, I think get divorced could be also good for some people, right? You say got married, se casó, se comprometió. And then you have to use got, right? Got married, got engaged, got divorced. News, remember, noticia. If you say new, nuevo, right? So now we're going to listen to the conversation and then you're going to talk also about some news.
Let's personalize the conversation model.
What's new?
Actually, I have some good news. My brother just got married.
Really? That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So,
what about his news? What he said? Who got married? Who got married? Want to listen again? Listen again.
Yes.
Let's personalize the conversation model.
what's new?
Actually, I have some good news. My brother just got married.
Really? That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So tell me.
Who got married?
His brother.
His brother.
His brother.
Very good. So remember, these possessive are like crazy. So it's not your brother because your brother is my brother, tu hermano. Su hermano, el hermano de él. His brother got married. And she said, oh, fantastic.
Well, she's a student at New York University. Well, she's a student.
Tell me about his wife. What does she do?
Well, she's a student at New York University.
What does his wife do? What does his wife do?
Well,
To study in the new university.
the college. The college.
Yeah, but who studies at the university? Who? So how you answer properly?
Please repeat.
Listen there.
Let's listen again.
Really? That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So tell me about his wife. What does she do?
Well, she's a student at New York University.
Mhm. What does she do?
She is a student.
Very good. She's a student. She's a student at, I think, New York University. Okay, let's see the second part.
Let's personalize the conversation model again. Don't stop. Ask yes, no questions. Use the simple present tense to say more. Say as much as you can.
What's new?
Actually, I have some bad news. My sister just got divorced.
Really?
Tell me, what about her news? Are good news or bad news?
Bad news.
What happened to her?
Her sister divorced.
Her sister got divorced. Very good. Her sister got divorced. Now let's see. He wants more from the gossip. You know what is the gossip? El chisme. He wants to hear more from the gossip. Gossip is chisme. Y chismoso, gossiper. So he wants. I don't know. Have you seen the series Gossip Girl? I don't know if it's on Netflix, but it's Gossip and Chisme. So listen to him.
Is she okay?
Yes, she is. Thanks for asking.
Does she have children?
Yes, she has 2 daughters, one 12 and one 7.
Does she have children? Christian, are you there?
She has daughter. She
has a daughter
Daughter.
and
Listen again is know how
Okay.
they are.
Asking.
Does she have children?
Yes, she has 2 daughters, one 12 and one 7.
Does she live near you?
so again,
She has 2 daughter.
Is she okay?
Yes, she is. Thanks for asking.
Does she have children?
Yes, she has 2 daughters, one 12 and one 7.
Does she
does she have children?
Two daughter is 1 12 and 1 7.
Very good. So remember to say she has. She has 2 daughters, one 12 and one 7. Very good. And last question.
We have lunch together once a week.
That's good.
Okay. So now you have to talk. You need to prepare a good news or a bad news. Let me see. So you need to prepare good news or bad news. Remember, news is uncountable. I just say a bad news. Una buena noticia. A good news. Esto es incorrecto. News is uncountable. It's just good news or bad news. So you have to talk about good news or bad news. So Carlos, tell me good news. Any good news that you have? Think about good news and bad news. It could be anything, someone divorced, someone married, or any other situation. You buy something else, you're having more clients, any good or bad situation. Everyone, please. Oh, wait, think about it, but while you think, let me take a look at this. Wait a second. I also have to check. I was almost forgetting. I have to check your writings. Okay, let me see. Okay, I have Christians and I also have Angelica. So, Christian, please, could you read?
His name is Raul Rugel. He's 26 years old. He's my uncle, my mother's side. He is married and he's a bartender. He has a 1-month-old baby.
Very good. A 1-month-old baby. So next, please.
His name is Jose Ángel de Rugel. He lives in Venezuela. He is 13 years old. He's my cousin, my mother's side. He's single and a student. He likes to play video games and eat pizza.
Very good. Very good. So last is Angelica. Let me see, Angelica, yours. Okay, it's open. And then good news or bad news, it's going to be as okay, let me check. You have a very big family, Angelica, by the way. There are many, it's nice. So go ahead, Angelica.
Lo siento, Miss, pero es que no sabía cómo subrayar.
Don't worry, don't worry, I will. So is she?
Yeah. No, bueno.
On the right, on the left? One.
Half.
In the middle, half.
Middle.
In the middle. Oh
In the
my
middle.
God, but for a photo, you have to say in the middle. This one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good. So it's her.
Her name is Priscilla. She's 23 years old. She's my sister. She's my twins. She's single. She's finance assistant.
So let's take a look. Her name is Priscilla. She's 23. Very good. She's my sister. She's my, you can say she's my twin sister, right? She is my twin sister. Mi hermana. They're exactly the same. And the voice, everything is the same. I was so confused when I see you. I thought Priscilla is in here. So she's my twin sister, and she's a finance assistant. Okay, number 2.
His name is Walter. He's 75 years old. He's my grandfather. My mother say he married to Lastenia. He's retired.
Very good. Married to, no marry with. Casado con. Very good. And now please, Carlos, tell us about a family member. I know you don't have the photo, but tell us about a family member and describe it. If the person's single, married, you can talk about your brother, for example.
My brother is Luis. He is single. I have a sister. She is single.
What about you, Carlos? Are you single, married?
But
Divorced,
not,
separated?
I married.
You're married too? What's your wife's name?
My wife is Ana Gabriela. She's 33. She's licenciada en inglés, Miss.
English, she has a degree. She has a degree in English language.
Okay. She has a
degree in, un título de, for example, economics.
Okay.
He has a degree in economics. He has a degree in English language. So that's the way you say it in English. She has a degree in English language. Very important. You always say married to and not married with. You can say, I'm married to Ana, a Rosita. You can use also this example. Who are you married to, Rosita? What's your husband's name, Rosita? Rosita, I think you... Rosita, you just open.
Yeah, okay.
Rosita, you can also say, I'm married to, and then you say the name of your
Yeah.
husband. I'm married to
Gilbert.
Gilbert. This is interesting. When you're married, you say to. When you divorce, you say from. From. And
Yeah.
divorce from.
From, no, it's
No
married.
divorce.
Married, no divorce.
Married to. Married
Yeah.
to, divorced from, but never with. Nunca se dice con. So in Spanish we say casado con, but in English married to, divorciado de, in Spanish, and in English divorced from. Very good. So homework. Wait a second. Let me have this. You have to write about good news and bad news. If you want, could be good news or bad news in your family. For example, I was sick with COVID for 3 weeks. It started when the national strike. Then you can tell the story. Try to write more, right? It started when the national strike. You know what is the national strike? El paro nacional. When it began. And then I say what happened to me, blah, blah, blah. Good news. I'm feeling well now. And I am not sick anymore. Try to write at least 100 words, right? So tell a story, what happened to you, maybe something bad, now it's something good. So tell a story. And I will send this to you, to the group, and also to you, Carlos. And that's it. Let me see.